everyone. Thank you for joining me today. There is an article by Tom Sykes in the Daily Beast that reeks of desperation. Let's get into it. So, Tom Sykes has published this report, and his source is Mail on Sunday. And then the Mail on Sunday is citing sources. So, that's the tangle web they weave. What they're trying to say is that Harry is trying to return to the royal fold and that efforts are on the way to get Harry to come to do what they call, quote, ribbon cutting, end quote, and carrying out, quote, very low key royal duties, end quote, in the UK. So this is what they're proposing that Harry is supposed to come back and do after he's begging to come back to rehabilitate his image and that he's rethinking the way he operates. This article comes after news has come out that Harry is going to New York to do his many projects and William has backed out of going to do his Earth shot. Harry's going to be doing events surrounding his African parks, the Halo Trust, the Diana Award, and Travelist. And of course, he'll be doing work pertaining to Archwell Foundation. This all came out in a report in People magazine that Harry is going to New York from September 23rd to 27th. So they're trying to say this source that Harry is talking to, Harry, since they're so friendly, Harry didn't even tell them that he was going to his uncle's funeral, but they're going to say that he's wanting to come back into the royal fold. And of course, they're twisting themselves in a pretzel to talk about him wanting to come back because he has not been successful in the US and that he's throwing his family under the bus and doing this and that to his royal family has led to him not being successful. And just coming off topic a little bit and talking about him throwing his family or talking badly about his family, I'm like, how many times are they going to say that? You've heard that if you say it enough time, people start to believe. But how many times are we going to have to remind them that Harry and Meghan talked about these things in an effort to make sure the record is set straight? It reminds me of this thing when you're watching movies and people they have these scenes where they say, if anything happens to me, I'm gonna let my friend that has this envelope release it to the news media. This was Harry releasing his knowledge to the news media to say if anything else happened and if this ongoing thing continues, this is what is happening, this is what has happened. And so this is his statement, not just to protect himself and his family, but to also have a record that none over there, none of the palace people, they didn't threaten him with legal action because they know that all that he's saying is true. And if they say more, he can say more also. But in any case, back to this desperate article by Tom Sykes that is saying that Harry is wanting to come back and it will only happen, quote, if certain members of the family could find it in themselves to allow it, end quote. So this now has given them an out, these royalists and royal reporters, to say if nothing happens is because the UK royal family did not allow it to happen. Of course, one of the dictum, as we have heard, is for articles to be written about Harry and Meghan that disparage them, and then they have to have articles within hours or the same day or within the same article eulogizing praise of Kate and William. What has happened is that Kate and William are literally doing nothing. So even if they're writing these articles about Harry and Meghan trying to talk badly about anything they're doing, but it's hard to compare something to something else that's not there. So what they're left with, either they try to act like they're leaning on the side of being reasonable and acting like they've lowered the temperature, or they write articles like this that is full of nonsense. They're not lowering the temperature. It will ramp right back up if and when Kate emerges, because they need that narrative to go on. But for right now, they know that it's, even to their most ardent supporter, it will not make any sense. We saw Harry and Meghan going on this trip, and they did not allow these people to be anywhere near them. They had what, by all measures, a successful trip. And we can all see that they do not need the royal family. And it is said that and shows that the royal family would do well to have them within the fold. And now they're talking about Harry wanting to come over there, and that Queen Elizabeth had forbade it when he wanted to be part-time. Even when he was asking to be part-time, this was for his security, and he wanted to be concentrating on the Commonwealth. But this article all leads back to Prince William trying to act as if he has something that Harry desperately wants. And this is an ongoing type of thing that we have seen, where it is always coming out to make it seem as if Harry wants to come back into the royal fold because there's something there that he is missing. Please. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Please leave your comments below and talk to you soon. Bye.